Hey, what's up you guys? It's Sunday, it's Reed, and this week we are talking about how to survive the holidays. So I am cat sitting currently. I don't know what time it is. It's 1:22. I have to leave here at 1:30 to get to my parents' house by 2 to celebrate Christmas. So first of all, happy holidays to those of you who are celebrating holidays around this time. And if you're not celebrating holidays, then I hope you're happy. Holidays have definitely gotten better for me over the years as far as like pronouns and trans-related things go. Just drinking out of my water glass, so that's cool. I do remember though, my first holiday on testosterone was Thanksgiving, and I was like, probably like a week on tea or something at that point. And then Christmas came, and my voice was a little bit different, and I think some of my family knew that I was on tea and some didn't. That was also really awkward for me because in my everyday life, not with my family, I felt really validated in my identity and I felt very present in my masculinity and things like that. And then around my family, around the holidays, it got really difficult for me because I felt really othered and I felt really, I don't know, I felt like my trans identity wasn't validated by them. And that's something that was important to me, that they did. And it wasn't important to me in the sense like, oh, I love you and I really want you to support me. It was just like, I need this for me, and if you're not going to do it, then I'm not going to be around you. So it was kind of like a give and take type of thing, and that first holiday was really tough. And then as the years have progressed, like the following holiday was obviously much different because I'd been on tea for a year, and that was hard too because I had to explain to some people because my parents didn't tell everybody. I feel like the holidays are hard enough anyway, and they've never been a particularly like overly joyful time for me, and then like being trans, it just like caked on top of it like this extra layer of shit. That's awful and that's not fair, and you know, you shouldn't have to suffer during the holidays anyway. It should be a happy time. But especially like being trans, I feel like a lot of us don't feel validated by our extended family. Even if our immediate family is good, like our extended family can be bad, right? So like it's just hard because how are you supposed to like navigate that, you know? But yeah, so surviving the holidays. Basically, I would first of all have an escape plan if you can. I know that some of you guys aren't old enough to drive yourselves to holidays, but that's always been big for me, is like if I'm going to even my parents' house, but if I'm going to like my uncle's, like we do on Christmas Day, I drive myself there. So if anything happens, I feel comfortable being like, okay, well, I'm gonna go now, not to interrupt anyone's thing, you know, my parents don't have to leave with me, but I'm gonna get out of here. The second thing is like standing up for yourself and knowing that it's okay to leave and it's okay to feel the need to not be there and to like act on that, because it's all about your well-being and your mental health. And if you don't have people around you that are supporting that or that are actively defying that, that's awful, and that's not a situation that you want to be in for a sustained period of time, because that is damaging too. So being able to advocate for yourself and know that it's okay to say, I need to not be in this space for a while, even if you don't leave, even if you're just like, you know, I'm just gonna go upstairs for a while and do something that calms you, meditating or anything like that, just so you can feel at peace with yourself, or go upstairs and watch a YouTube video from a trans person, or you know, something that will make you feel like you're belonging, I guess, is always helpful. The other thing is, before you go into the holiday or, you know, spend time with your family or whatever it is that you do, I would like write some things down. That's like my big thing, is like writing things down. It always helps me. I would write some things down that either A, have changed from the last holiday, so like if there are things that you're proud of, or if you're on tea now versus last year when you weren't on tea, or if you've had surgery versus last year when you did have surgery. Write that down because it can be helpful to say, okay, well, things are looking up and things are getting better, and this holiday is better than the last holiday for whatever reason. And even if it's not a milestone like that, even if it's like you've chosen a name, or you finally feel great with your pronouns, or you know, so anything, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be big, just something that makes you feel good, so you know that like this holiday is like a little bit better than the last holiday, and that it'll keep getting better from then on. The second thing you should write down is, if you can, like kind of like a pep talk to yourself. So if I hear the wrong pronouns, just remember that you're valid, and just remember that that's okay, that it's taking people a while, or whatever you need to write down to say to yourself when you're in those volatile situations, and you can read it and say, okay, everything's gonna be okay. It's not the end of the world, it's gonna end soon, and like maybe that like wrong pronoun usage or whatever, dead name usage or whatever you want to call it, isn't gonna end soon, but like the actual holiday is gonna end, like it's coming to an end, and you can kind of be back in your own space soon and, you know, be you. That is comforting to know. And yeah, other than that, I mean, holidays are tough, like I said, and they're still tough for me, and I still feel nervous. I've been transitioning like on hormones for over 5 years, and like socially transitioning for longer than that, and Jeez. And I still feel nervous going to my family for the holidays. So, you know, it's not just you. You're definitely not alone. Just because I'm so far along in my transition doesn't mean that holidays are a smooth ride for me, or that they won't be for you at some point. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, if you haven't looked at my 5-year on T timeline comparison thing, I'll put the link in the description below, and it would mean a lot to me if you guys checked it out. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next week. Bye.